$2.5 million. That's approximately how much money the combined Field Army's area facilities engineers have saved in energy costs over the last 4 years. And it's been by applying some old, new, and innovative ideas that the AFE's been so successful. A big reason for the CFA-AFE's success in curbing energy use is that of heat exchangers. Used in mess halls, a heat exchanger can be used to catch steam, which would otherwise be released into the air. That steam is then used to heat water, resulting in energy-free hot water, which can then be returned to the mess hall hot water system for use. Another device being used in the battle of energy conservation is a stack economizer. Director of Area Facility Engineers for CFA, John Burch, says stack economizers keep energy dollars from going up in smoke. Literally.
We noticed a while back that smoke was going out the furnaces, and with it, lots of heat. We now run outdoor heat through the stacks into the building and get some added heat that we weren't getting before. And the troops are as comfortable as they were before, but it doesn't cost quite as much money.
Another means by which soldiers are kept comfortable is the roof spraying system. Buildings with central air conditioning systems, particularly at Camp Stanley, have adopted this method, which consists of a thermostat that triggers off sprinklers whenever the temperature hits approximately 90 degrees. The cooling is accomplished by evaporation and cuts air conditioning costs by up to 25%. Tomorrow, in part 2 of our look at the energy-conserving efforts of the CFA's area facility engineers, we'll, among other things, check out a solar energy system at Camp Red Cloud and get a close-up glimpse of some super graphics. Army Sergeant Mark Cummings, AFKN News, Camp Fallingwater. Solar energy, considered by many to be the future source of energy, has already turned up at Camp Red Cloud, thanks to the efforts of the combined Field Army's area facilities engineers. Installed by the manufacturer, this system supplements the water heating system with hot water, resulting in energy savings. A heat chimney is also being utilized by the AFE in billets to take advantage of solar heat. Designed by Max Maxwell, chief of the AFE's Buildings and Structures branch of the Buildings and Grounds Division, the heat chimney, with its black painting, causes a heat buildup when exposed to sunlight. This heat rises off the roof, pulling up warm air from inside the room with it. It also serves as a heat source in the winter and a source for light year-round. Another step taken to cut energy dollars is through the use of foam insulation on building exteriors. This type of insulation applies easily without causing inconvenience to the building's occupants. Although not an energy-conserving project, the AFE's colorful and educational super graphics have been welcomed by the community. These super graphics range in purpose from identifying buildings to delivering safety messages. CFA-AFE Director John Burch says high-quality signs and graphics such as these have many advantages.
We think it's a morale booster. We think that it adds to the area, and we're getting lots of unit and troop involvement, which we think is great.
Tomorrow in our third and final segment, we'll see how ceiling fans are cutting energy costs and resources, and how the CFA-AFE is making use of fluorescent paint, as we continue our look at the CFA area facilities engineers and the steps they've taken to save the government precious energy dollars. Army Sergeant Mark Cummings, AFKN News, Camp Fallingwater. Most people use ceiling fans to cool rooms and buildings only in the summertime, but the area facility engineers from the combined Field Army are making use of the fans in the winter, and it's saving energy, thus saving money. These ceiling fans are primarily used in buildings with high ceilings and are used to blow hot air, which rises, down closer to the floor. Ceiling fans don't produce any heat, but they do make better use of warm air already available. Another of CFA-AFE's innovative ideas is the use of fluorescent paint, both on the interior and exterior of billets. Director of CFA-AFE, John Burch, says this unique paint is used for safety purposes as well as for conserving energy.
We think that it will make barracks hallways safer during power outages or during times when there's an actual emergency and lights were not turned on. And it'll allow us to reduce hallway lighting and still have a safe hallway.
The paint is also used for building numbers on the outside of billets, making it easier for emergency personnel to identify buildings. Future AFE projects include the use of mini portable computers. These computers will soon become the workhorse for controlling and monitoring energy and fuel use in buildings. It will also help run the area's water and sewage plants. The area facility engineers of the Combined Field Army, they've led the way within USFK because they care, not only about saving energy and government dollars, but about the soldiers' quality of life as well. Army Sergeant Mark Cummings, AFKN News, Camp Fallingwater.